My guest right now is Pastor Scott Walsh from New Leaf Methodist, and I'm just going to let you talk because you have some announcements to make and some things to update people with what's going on with the church.
Thanks so much, Penny. It's good to be with you this morning.
Thank you.
We've had for some time an event scheduled for May 31st. It's going to be our dedication, our grand opening, a lot of hoopla and celebration, and yet we had one of the hardest winters that Conneaut's seen in a while. And as a result, we had some construction delays that have held us up to the point that we believe we may be able to get into the building by then, but we'll have no way to do it with excellence. So because one of our philosophies at the church is to whatever we're going to do, we do it well and we do it with excellence.
Right.
We've decided to postpone the grand opening until July 26th.
Okay, so it's July 26th.
July 26th, 10 a.m. Bishop John Hopkins is going to be with us that day. That was the earliest he could return. We had him for May 31st, of course. We belong to the Western Reserve District of the United Methodist Church in the East Ohio Conference, and our district superintendent, Sandra Snode, is also able to join us that morning. So we have the denominational officials that need to be there to do this well and to do it with excellence. And we think that a 2-month lead is enough time for people in the community that want to join us that morning to be able to maybe make it a part of their plans.
Right.
So I really appreciate the opportunity to come here this morning and to talk with all of you and just make an explanation as to why we needed to move the date. So there's going to be somewhat of a soft opening for the people of the church. We're going to get in there, learn how to push the buttons and pull the levers, and you know, when you've got $350,000 worth of sound and lights and projection and cameras and all that stuff, you got to kind of learn how to do
maneuver.
Those things.
Oh yeah.
So
get the glitches out of the way.
There you go. And so our prayer and our hope then is that by July we'll be able to do it with excellence.
Oh, wonderful.
So
wonderful.
that's really the big announcement. You know, on a smaller scale, things are still progressing nicely. The drywall, I think, will be finished today.
Ooh, I saw some pictures of, I don't know who took the pictures, but I saw some pictures of all the stud walls and the beginning of the drywall, so you're really moving along.
A fellow named Jim Martinelli is our IT guy. He's on staff at the church. And he goes down faithfully and has made like a history by photography of every step that we've made in the progress of building and the whole construction process.
Oh, that's nice for the future.
It is. It's going to be a nice book of photographic history and be able to show the progress. And it's so difficult to figure out how to get everything in place so that what you want to accomplish can be done.
Yeah.
And so it takes a lot of forethought. We've got a great general contractor in Greg Housel. We've got an awesome project manager in Bill Wiley. And we've got so many volunteers from the church that are there faithfully every day, doing everything from building the stage to cleaning up so that the other contractors can move freely and get things done.
Yeah. And absolutely, because you know, when you want your contractors to come in, you don't want to be paying them to clean up.
That's right.
You want to make sure that when they come in, they can do their job, you know, because time is money. When you're in construction, time is money. You want to get them moving. So are you pleased? You know, it's to go from a vision to paper to reality. Are you pleased with what you're seeing happening? Is it what that original vision to paper is?
You know, someone once said about Walt Disney, boy, it's a shame he didn't get to see all this. The fact of the matter is Disney World and Disneyland are there because he could see it. And it's so neat to be in my shoes where a bunch of people conveyed a vision to me, and now I've been able to make it come to fruition. And we give all the credit to the Lord as Christians for making this happen, but he is using us to do it. And so I'm as pleased as punch.
Oh, good.
Can't believe how awesome it is. Was I happy to change the date? No.
Because we talked about this last time. You said, it will happen.
It will.
It will. We will make it happen no matter what we have to do.
Right.
We will make May 31st happen. And then when we were talking, you went, well, it's not going to happen on that day. But you do have to take into account things that are really out of your control. And one of them is, I always say, you can control many things in your life, but the weather, you cannot.
No.
And this wasn't such a, I mean, I remember when they were putting the roof on, and you were just praying that there was no wind and that the temperature stayed so they could get that on, which I know that was a little delayed because the weather just had such a factor. I mean, we haven't had this cold a winter in probably a half a century. I mean, it has to be this year, of course. It had to be this year. Well, you were being tested. That's why. There's that test there.
Right.
Your faith is being tested. Your stamina is being tested.
And you know what? Our people have rolled with this punch so well. Because I didn't know what kind of maybe was there going to be a backlash or something? You know, what are we doing? Change that? No, everyone has just been. This is good. We're going to be able to get the landscaping done. We're going to be able to get the driveway or the parking lot lined. You know, everyone's just looked at the positive side of things, and it's just phenomenal. Yeah,
and considering when you started, May 31st was extremely ambitious in the best of conditions. I mean, yes, you have to have a date. You have to do that no matter what. You have to have that end date. And that was extremely ambitious. When I looked out there and you said May 31st, they were just putting the walls up. I'm like, whoa.
Hope springs eternal.
And again, probably had it been a milder winter, you would have made it. You know you would have. You know, the construction people would have really worked for that. But you're right. This way the weather will be, you don't have to worry. It's going to be nice. You'll have a lot of other things in line, and you'll have some time to practice and you know, get everything where it needs to be. People will have a more comfortable feel to where they are. So, you know,
it's all going to work out.
Things happen for a reason.
Yep.
So tell us again the date that you're going to do your grand opening.
July 26th. 10 a.m. will be our grand opening and dedication.
Okay. And when you actually make the move, and you know the Sunday that you're going to start out there, we'll have you on before that again, hopefully.
Okay. Excellent.
So that, you know, we can talk about that and people are aware that they actually can go out to the new church.
Yes.
All right. Now,
it'll be a great day.
I'm not letting you go yet.
Okay.
Because we have this event coming up. And Pastor Scott is on my board at the Conneaut Arts Center, and by twisting his arms, we got him to commit to being one of the chefs in the kitchen for our Men in the Kitchen event, which is April 25th. And we have to sit and talk because we have to get everybody coordinated. So I'm not even going to talk menu yet, but you're going to get to cook for everyone. Yeah.
Well, you don't get to looking like this without knowing how to cook, Penny.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah,
it just means you're a good cook.
Yeah. Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? So.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to the event. I've always loved to cook in the kitchen. It's my stress relief.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I'll go in and cook and end up just freezing the food because we already have plenty in the fridge.
Yeah.
So.
But going in and cooking is, that's very good. And it's going to be at New Leaf in the dining hall. We made the move because you have a nice big kitchen there. At the Conneaut Arts Center, the kitchen is so small. It's just, it's hard for one man to cook in that kitchen. I know through the years working with our crews how complicated it can be because it's not a big kitchen. Right. But putting 3 men in a kitchen is just like putting 3 men in a tub. It just doesn't work. You know, it doesn't float well. So we're going to go off to New Leaf and we're going to use their kitchen. We're going to use their dining hall.
And that'll be at the North Campus, the one right next to McDonald's.
Right. Yep, we're going to be up there. So if this is something you would like to enjoy, and again, they're not full out plates. They're samples because you're not going to get 3 huge entrees because I can hear people saying, well, who could eat that much food?
Right.
And we learned at this event that, and it's a contest involved in this. Who is the best chef? Who has the best presentation? Who did the best overall job? And we award by appetizer, entree, and dessert. So there's a little competition going on.
I really hope the Christian community will come out and support one of their favorite pastors.
Yeah, see, there's a little competition going here. And of course, we know that Clint Penniman is going to come in and cook also. And he cooked for us last year and did barbecue, and it was very good.
Excellent.
So we'll have the menu down pat shortly. And again, we were talking about our surprise chef. And yes, we are working on one more chef because we want to bring someone else in that can really heat up the competition, and that's what we're working on.
All right.
So thank you so much for doing that.
Well, thanks for the opportunity.
Very good, very good. And thank you. July 26th.
Yes.
New Leaf
10 a.m.
opening.